Hey guys, this is Dr. Sanjay Tolani, and in today's video, we're going to talk about 6 insurance concepts you can use right now to help create a better conversation with your clients. I know many of you guys have been wondering what you can say over the phone or what type of conversation starters can you use with your prospects. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, here's what we will be learning today. Learning point 1, shifting conversation from assets to income related. Learning point 2, 6 insurance concepts you can use to create a conversation with your prospects and your clients. Learning point 3, why you should focus more on concepts and less on products. So let's talk about sales strategies, right? What should be my sales strategy? Whenever you feel that your sales strategy is out of place, start with thinking about how and why people should buy insurance. Why should you do financial planning? That's a very important question. Because when you're talking about financial planning, it's not about a product, it's about a concept. So which concept presentation are you going to practice every day? When it comes to financial planning, we've always talked about assets, assets, and assets. Today, it's not about assets. You can have the best assets in the world, but if they don't earn an income, those assets are becoming a liability. Correct? So, what is the presentation that's working for me? So, the best presentation that's working for me right now is all focusing on income, income, and income. Income due to loss of, due to an illness. So in case you fall sick, I want to protect your income. You lose your income because you've lost your job, right? Think about it. If you are forced to retire, you've lost your job, you can probably find another job in about 6 or 9 months. You'll probably have to take a haircut. So you won't get the same salary. You'll probably get a lower salary. Imagine if that salary went down to zero. So I was sitting with a client once and I said, Mr. Client, today you earn $10,000 every month. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, the company reduces your salary from 10,000 to 8,000. Right. So 20%, they said, we're going to reduce your salary by 20%. What will you do? He said, Sanjay, I will find a way to reduce my expenses. I said, okay. Let's say your salary goes from 8,000 to 6,000. Market's very bad, pandemic, etc. 6,000. Then what are you going to do? He's like, Sanjay, I will really have to tighten the belt and, really cut down on expenses. I mean, all those outings will stop. We're going to have a tough time. I said, can you imagine if that 6,000 becomes zero? Then what happens? There are two scenarios under which your 10,000 can immediately become zero. Number one, in case you fall sick, your income can go straight from 10,000 to zero. Number two, in case you pass away, your income from 10,000 can go straight to zero. Have you ever thought about that? You see, if you lose your job, you'll get another job for 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. But in case you fall sick or in case you die, your 10,000 becomes straight away zero. And you haven't planned for that. That's what you need to think about, guys. It comes down to the way you start your conversation, the stories, the presentation that you use, because your presentation will affect the way your clients behave. And that's a very, very important factor. So, when we have a client meeting, what is the preparation that you do? So whenever I'm meeting up with a client, I spend about 10 minutes before the meeting thinking about which presentation should I be using. Should I talk about income? Should I talk about the family? Should I talk about, what should I talk about? And I'm preparing in my mind exactly what presentation I want to start my conversation with. Because instead of starting my conversation with, Hi, how are you? Come on. Everyone asks that question and everyone answers the same answer. I'm fine. How's everything? No, same. Same answer, right? So is that what your conversation should start with? Why don't you start your conversation with something more interesting? Like a story or a presentation. I pick up the phone, I call you. Hi, how are you doing? Great. All right. You know what? I was just looking in my garden and I realized the tree is so strong because the roots are so strong. And I use my tree and root presentation. Now that presentation is already on YouTube, so you can watch it yourself. It's a presentation, you start a conversation. Or, I was just thinking about something. Everyone talks about basic needs in life. Food, clothing, shelter. And I was like, wait a second. Who is working for basic needs? Think about it. Are you working for your needs? No, you're not. Your income decides the kind of food you eat. Your income decides the kind of clothes you wear. Your income decides the kind of house you live in. So actually, that's not your needs. That's your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is based on only one variable, which is your income. So your lifestyle is based on income. Now today, you work to make sure that that income takes care of the family. In case you can't work, who works? There are two scenarios under which you can't work. Number one, in case you fall sick. And number two, in case you pass away. Because when you can't work, I start to work. That's my job. And I realize most of my clients don't understand that my job starts when they can't do their job. I am the plan B. I'm not your plan A. I'm not here to tell you how to make money. You know how to do that. You're working. You're doing your investments. You know how to make money. I'm your plan B. When plan A fails, I'm your plan B. Please understand that. How many of you will sit in a car where there's no airbag? You sit in your car and all of a sudden you get a sign saying airbags malfunction. Would you sit in that car or will you take it to the repair shop? You'll take it to the repair shop. Imagine you're entering an aircraft, right? You enter the aircraft and the pilot announces, "Welcome to the beautiful airline. However, I'm sorry to inform you, but we don't have any seat belts, we don't have any life vests, and there's no oxygen mask." How comfortable do you feel sitting in that aircraft? By the way, how many of you have ever used the oxygen mask in the aircraft? Never. But you still feel secure knowing it's there. And that's the reality of the world. You see, it's a plan B. When was the last time you tested your airbag? How many of you have hit the wall with your car and seen if your airbag works? But you really want an airbag in your car. And that's exactly what insurance is. Quick update. If you want to know how you can create your own financial concepts so that you can better help your clients understand why they need to buy insurance, click on the link below to find out more. Now, let's get back to learning. Would you be comfortable seeing your child going in a car with no airbags? If you have a life, you need life insurance. Get that straight. How many of you would be comfortable putting your family in an aircraft or in a car where there's no seat belts, no airbags to protect them? Think about it. That's exactly what you're telling your family to do by not buying life insurance. Because life insurance is the airbag. You see, the whole purpose of life insurance has been very clear. It's to protect your future income. The income that you're expected to generate for your family. The responsibilities of the family that you're actually expected to fulfill. That is the purpose of insurance. Everything that you're expected to do. That's what insurance does for you. It just makes sure that all the expectations people have from around you is fulfilled. If society has expectation from you, make sure that those expectations are fulfilled whether you're dead or alive. Think about it. A lot of people tell me, Sanjay, my family is secure. Great. What about society? Does society expect anything from you? Think about it. There are many things that society expects. They expect you to be a good citizen. They expect you to give back. How are you planning to give back? Think about it. Simple sales concept presentations. Do you realize I've given you so many presentations that you can start a conversation with? All these are conversation starters. Now, if you don't have the right conversation starters, you're wasting your time of your client. You're wasting your own time. Because you're calling your client and you're trying to figure out what should I say. Why don't you spend time planning before the conversation starts? You pick up the phone, right? Before you pick up the phone, why don't you plan in your head exactly what do you want to say to your client? What is the way you will start that conversation? It's as simple as that. And if you can't get that clear, you have a problem. And that's why concepts are such an important part of our business. It's not about which product to buy. I remember when I started in this business, my trainer many, many years ago, he told me, he's like, Sanjay, our best selling product is ABC product. Call every client, call everyone you know, and tell them the best product is ABC product. I said, it could be the best product. I tried that. Right? We were all product focused. I was product focused. That's how I started in this business. Right? I focused on one product. And that's what happened. That when I was focusing on these products, I forgot about planning. Mr. Client, this product is right now the most hot selling product. Just because it's a hot selling product doesn't mean he needs to buy it or she needs to buy it. Think about it. I tell you, we have a hot selling chemotherapy. Do you want to buy it? No, you don't need it. So it's not about how good the product is. It's about why do I even need the product? The why is more important than which product. Why you need to buy insurance is more important than which insurance to buy. Because if the why is strong, if the why is clear, the which becomes very easy to identify. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I used to make as a financial advisor. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. If you are a new financial advisor in this business, stop focusing on which product, start focusing on why people need to buy insurance. If the why is clear, the how, the what, the which doesn't matter. It's very easy. I hope this video has provided you better clarity on the concepts you can use with your clients and prospects. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment in the comment section below telling me I love this concept, so my team and I can be motivated to produce more awesome content for you. Remember to focus on why buy insurance, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Dr. Sanjay Tolani. Together, let's make financial planning easier and happier for everyone.